Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
Hey guys, hi guys. Oh my god, it's been so long. To you, it has not been long, but to me, it's been very long. Anyways, welcome to Mommy Talks, where we talk about everything that includes motherhood, including the ups, downs, and all the funs and joys. We do have Kitty here. Say hi, Kitty. Hi. Gonna put her to the side right here. So, in today's episode, we will be talking about postpartum. As I stated in my last video, did y'all like that podcast? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Did y'all like it? Okay, good. Good. Yeah, so the title for this one is going to be postpartum and everything that comes with it, because postpartum is just not about your mental, it's about your body, your physical, your emotional, just everything that comes with being, having a new baby. Because right now, you guys have a new baby. You guys have a new baby, so all right, let's get into the first part where we're talking about mental health. So right now, my mental health is on a scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna say it's about maybe like a 5. Because let me catch y'all up real quick. I got my car fixed, right? Everything was good, and then my car went out on me again. So now I gotta wait to get that fixed. It's the battery this time. I don't know, but they said it's the battery, but who truly knows? Whatever. So I gotta wait to get that fixed. And then my car should be in good health, hopefully. Cause I'm tired of going without a car, having a car, and having it taken away from me in a sense. So that's the only thing that's really on my mind. My mental health, other than that, is fine. I am. Oh, let me tell you something else. So my boyfriend is going to school, right? Which is good. I love that for him. He's going to school and he's also going to be working. So he's going to be gone majority of the day. So I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. That's the point where I'm getting at. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. Let me turn this on. Okay, there you go. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, y'all. So how do I feel about that? I don't know. I guess that's another topic that we could talk about as I get more into the feeling of being a stay-at-home mom. Because it's a scary field. Let me take my glasses off, because I feel like my lashes just. Anyways, y'all, it's scary. Well, no, it's not scary. It's a new feeling. I'm always I don't go out anymore, so it's not like I'm partying or I'm constantly out. I barely go out, so I'm kind of already in my stay-at-home mom. I just go to work throughout the night. So, but he's just gonna be going all day. So, yeah, I'm gonna be here with the kids all day. As far as picking my daughter up from school and doing all that good stuff. So really, no more I'm happy for him. Genuinely, I am. I'm happy that he's getting his education. That is important. But sacrifices in relationships, I feel like sacrifices just have to be made, and this is one of the sacrifices. Is just me sitting down for a little bit. It's not for long. But yeah, so everybody drop in the comments. Congratulations. I'm so happy for him, y'all. I'm so happy for him, and I love him so much. So that's where my mental health is at right now. Yeah, other than that, the kids are doing good. Jada just got off spring break, so she's back in school, thank God. Thank God. Yeah, so that's what mental health is right now. Drop in the comments how y'all mental health is doing, and yeah, let me know. Okay, so the next part that we're going to be talking about, and I do have my phone here, so I'm sorry, but the next thing we're going to be talking about is the questions. So I wrote down some common questions I found on Google and stuff about postpartum. So the first question is, what should I do if my breast gets sore? What you should do if your little boobies get sore if you are breastfeeding. First off, breastfeeding is a good option to help all kids. I'm not just saying that because I breastfed my daughter, but breastfeeding is good. It's very healthy. It helps you lose weight faster. It helps you burn calories. It got so many perks and added benefits to it, but nobody really talks about the soreness. for example, when I was breastfeeding my daughter, my boobs used to have all type of like scars on it, like I used to have like I bit my cheek. And my boobs has me like scars on it, tender all the time. I have to keep like a constant ointment on my, on my areolas because it was sore and like it was bleeding. Cause like I breastfed my daughter to the age of 2, so she went through going from a newborn to the age of 2. She went through a lot of changes, and one just know, she had teeth growing in, and when she was teething, she didn't necessarily want the milk. She just wanted to suck on my breast because that's what she know. Like she wasn't on like any pacifiers, anything like that. So when she wanted like her teeth, when it was like coming in, when she was teething, she wanted to, suck on my breast. So breastfeeding is a lot. It's a lot that comes with it. But all in all, what you should do if your breast gets sore, definitely keep up some ointment. I used to use the company Lonenlin. I don't know if I said their name right, but I used to use that company. Keep some ointment. If you can at times, try to like put some ice on your breast a little bit. When you can, pump. And definitely, if you are gonna bottle feed, definitely do that to give your breast a little bit of time to heal. Because yeah, they're gonna be sore. Then like if you're sore because you like haven't pumped, that's another type of soreness. So other than like the baby making marks on your boobs, you can also get sore from having too much milk in your boobs. I went through that a lot because I didn't have a portable like on the go breastfeed machine, breast pump that I can just pump whenever, like especially with me being in school and me working and stuff. I just couldn't stop what I was doing that instant. Say, hey, I gotta go pump. I had to have like designated times to go pump. So yeah, it gets hard being an independent woman out here. But so my boobs used to swell up a lot. I also keep a lot of breast pads. Keep those in your purse. Keep those like in every to go thing that you have that you take on the go, whether it's your car, your purse. Keep that stuff with you, okay? If other than the ointment, I would say the two major things you need is the ointment, and make sure it's like the ointment. Make sure it's kiss safe. Make sure it have like no harmful chemicals in it, anything like that, because it still could be some left over while you're breastfeeding your child. You don't want that to go in your system, but I'm going to drop some links in the description down below so you guys can go look at the options they have available. But yeah, keep the ointment and keep some breast fats because it can leaky. If you have too much, your first off, your boobs are going to get stone hard if you have too much milk in your boobs, and then other than that, it's just going to start leaking. Like I got so many videos of my shirts just being wet, like especially when she was first born, because that's when the most milk came out when she was like first born. Of my shirts just like being like just wet, literally just being wet from me not pumping, and also just it was so much. So I kind of went TMI. I apologize. Anyways, the next question: how to spot symptoms of postpartum depression. So some symptoms that you can spot is that if you're a new mom, you might not like you might be sad more often than not. Like if you don't have the support around you, heck, even if you do have the support around you, you might not be as happy as you were, before you got pregnant. That's how you can spot it. If you're in bed all the time with your baby, if you're just not like lively, if you're eating because of stress, if you're like doing things that you wouldn't normally do because of stress, that's how you can spot postpartum. And it's very normal depending on your situation. Everybody's is different. Everybody have different symptoms. And it could be even symptoms of, wanting to, pass away, but please don't. Always talk to somebody if you are feeling that way. Please always talk to somebody because we are too important. You're too important for you to just be going off this earth. So Those are some of the symptoms that you can spot if you are having postpartum, or heck, some is even you not wanting to be around your baby. When my daughter was first born, I'm not gonna say when she was first born, because when she was first born, I was kind of like super super close to her. But like as she got to the age, like I would say my son was born. Yeah, my son was born. Like I really didn't want like nothing to do with him. Like in a sense, like I was there, like physically, I was there physically, but mentally and emotionally, I was like, I don't want, nothing to do with him. Like, even though I brought, like, he's a blessing. Like, regardless, he's a blessing. But in my head, those first like couple months, I was like, I don't want nothing to do with him. Like, why did I have him? Like, but I was always there feeding him, bathing him, give him everything he needs. But in my head, I was just like, I'm tired, boss. I'm tired. And it was like because it wasn't him, it was not him. It was things that had going on outside of him, like his father, me getting new jobs, me having to change my whole schedule around, just all that new stuff that comes with having a baby, having a newborn baby, all that constant getting up in the middle of the night, like. Because once I had my daughter, and like once I got used to her, like by the time my son came, she was already potty trained, so she was already sleeping through the night already. She was. We had her set. And then when my son came along, it was like, dang, I had to like start over from zero. Like, I got to do this again. I got to be back in these stages again. But yeah, so when he was first born, I definitely didn't want to be around him. But I was there. But I just in my mind, I was like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, why? Why? But as time goes on, and as you grow to love your baby, and as you get to know your baby, you're gonna want to be around him. Like now, I just cannot be not. Now I just cannot not be around my son. I have to be around him. Like that's my man right there. Like he's so funny. But yeah, so those are some of the symptoms that you might see dealing with postpartum depression. If you are feeling that way, please reach out to me on any social media, via Instagram, Facebook, anything like that. Please reach out to me. I am here to help you guys, talk to you guys, and give you somebody to talk to. You know. So the next question I have here is my range of emotions healthy? Yes. Yes, you're feeling different and feeling out of the ordinary. It's completely normal. It is completely healthy to feel that way. Um, because you're going through a lot, like physically, mentally, emotionally, you're going through a lot. So, however you're feeling, it is normal to feel like that. But you definitely, please, please, please reach out to somebody and talk to them. Whether if it's them just to, if they just there to vent. If you just there to vent, you don't want them to say nothing. You just want to get this off your chest. If you want to have those moments, please reach out either to me or to to somebody that will listen to you and will understand, because it is definitely normal to have those range of emotions, and feel happy then feel sad. It's definitely normal to go through that. Okay. So the next question I have here is when should I consider getting pregnant again? To each his own. Definitely each his own. If you feel like you're ready to go back on the rodeo, literally like after you have your baby, go ahead, do you. But for me, after I had my son, I got my tubes tied simply because I just knew that I'm 23. I knew I was gonna be young and turning, and like other than me take care of my kids, I was gonna be a 23-year-old. I'm gonna be a 23-year-old, and I know that I don't want to be that parent with two baby daddies, four kids. I don't like, the biggest thing I tell myself is that I don't want to be like my mom. Like mom, she's a good mom, but she was doing it on four kids and on her own. Me having two kids is already enough. Like it's enough. So I don't want to be with four kids, and the more kids you have, the more you gotta like stop putting your life, like, I'm not gonna say put your life on hold, because you do anything, put your mind to like, there's gonna be like, especially if they're all in different stages, it's definitely you're gonna have to take time out to do this for this one, and it's so much. It's so much. And so I got my tubes tied. So whenever you guys want to get pregnant, go ahead. It's really up to you. If you have a good support system and you feel like, hey, right now's the time, and if you and your husband planning it, or boyfriend, whatever, if y'all planning for another baby right after that, go ahead. But to answer that question, to each his own. So the next question I got here is, what kind of exercise should you do? I would say what type of exercise is definitely walking and running. definitely get some cardio in, because if you're breastfeeding, really all you gotta do is cardio. Like, you don't have to do like intense workouts. Um, if you're breastfeeding, because all that, you're burning calories while you're feeding your child. You're burning calories while you're breastfeeding. So I would just say mainly focus on cardio, because you got a new baby. So don't go too heavy on it. Know your limits. Definitely know your limits. But yeah, I would say mainly cardio for the first like couple weeks. The next question is, how often should you breastfeed your child? Now this one I'm gonna say it varies from child to child depending on their needs, wants for feeding. But I would say I fed my daughter, breastfeeding wise, I fed her like maybe once every 2 to 3 hours. My battery is about to die, and I only been recording for like 30 minutes. But give me 1 second. So the last section of today's podcast is going to be a story time. The story time is going to be about was really going to be like advice. How I survived. Y'all, these locks are like going crazy right now. Because I just got them to the side. Maybe I just got my hair to the side. That's why. But how did I survive postpartum with both of my children? That is really good. Turn this way a little bit. There we go. So that is a really good question. How did I survive postpartum? Honestly, y'all, I just had to flow through it. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't really like back then, like with my daughter and my son postpartum wise, I wasn't really like big on mental health like I am now. I was like, I'm just gonna thug through it, whatever. I'm just gonna get through it. I got to, like, in my head at that time, I was like, I just have to get through this. I just like, there's no other ifs, ands, or rounds about it, And I was working too, and I mean, I tried to go to therapy. Went like once or twice, but that's why I was pregnant with my son. But after that, it was just like I just got to. I wouldn't say I was going through too much, but like I definitely like wasn't in the right headspace. But some tips that I did, I got on TikTok a lot. Like, I found my distraction from my kids. Like, when they are like sleeping and stuff, I would just like be on social media, post stories, do YouTube, things like that, just to like give myself that peace of mind, or like either talk to my friends about the situations. Even though it's nothing that they could like help me with, I just needed to vent. So I definitely talked to my friends a lot. Yeah, I just got through it. I took it day by day. Some days were good, some days was bad, and some days it was kind of like, oh my god. But all in all, I would say it took me about 1 year with my son. It took me a year to really get over postpartum, because I had to like move, like, in that time space I was going through postpartum. I was also going through with my baby daddy, and he did not help whatsoever with my postpartum, like mentally. So I really like felt alone sometimes. Like, even though I had my mom and them to watch my kids and stuff, I really just like felt alone, because like, why me? That was really the question I had when I had him. Why me? Like, why do I have to go through this? Why? Like, but every choice have a consequence, whether it's good or bad. Every action has a reaction. So I just took it with a grain of salt, and I just keep pushing. Literally day by day, I just keep pushing, because nobody's perfect. And postpartum is not not an easy way. Yeah, like my cup. It's Hello Kitty. But yeah, that's mainly how I got through postpartum. And I was also praying a lot. Like, I was meditating, I was praying a lot. That's definitely helped me out, because without having God, and I wouldn't be where I am today. So my eye itch. Hold on, y'all. Anyways, without praying and without talking to God and stuff, I wouldn't be where I am today mentally. Um, that's how I really got to postpartum with both of my kids. With Jada though, it took me like, I would say like less than like six. I would say like 6 months, honestly, because back then, I had her I had her dad. I had like a big support system. When I was younger, I was still going through school, so I had like different outlets. And like in order for me to like escape and like I had different people to talk to rather than me and my son just like having nobody really other than my friends and not having that escape to distract my mind. But my daughter, it was a lot happier in the beginning than it is now. So it didn't take me that long to get over postpartum. But yeah, with my son, it was completely different, a completely game changer. That was one of them like voting factors when why I get my tubes tied is because like I didn't want to go through postpartum again unless I knew for sure like I need to be married. Like I need to have that support system come from a man that honestly loves me and honestly, even if it's just him venting, even if it's just me venting to him and he just listening, and I just might exaggerate things. So, I might be dramatic sometimes, and I might need that like that. I'm a very dramatic person, so I might exaggerate some things, But I just need him to have like an open ear and like just listen, not to go, oh, well, that's not true. I just need him to listen because postpartum is a very, very real thing and it's very stressful. And I need a partner that's going to like meet me there. So yeah, so that's how I got the postpartum both of my kids. Go ahead and definitely drop your comments down below and drop your story times. I do want to go ahead and get more into reading my viewer stories if you guys don't mind. I'm telling you guys, telling your story. And answers the questions. So go ahead and drop all those questions down below. Thank you guys for tuning in to the second podcast. Next week's podcast is going to be a little bit juicier. The third episode is going to be about baby daddies, y'all. When I tell you I cannot wait to speak on this topic because I have a lot to say. I have a lot to say. Sorry to the headphone users. But yeah. So that's going to be about baby daddies, how to deal with them, co-parenting, all of that in that show. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on every social media site. It's gonna be Jimmy Shamari wherever. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Bye. Say bye, kitty. Bye. 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 Hold on, y'all. Let's see what she says.
I love you, baby. Hope you're having a great day. You gay. And I hope everything's going your way.
Bye, guys.